Washington Huskies trying to get back on top, coming off a strong season at 9-4. Jedd Fisch is starting to build back that roster. After his quarterback, Demond Williams, flirted with the transfer portal, he is back in purple and gold, and that is good news for the Huskies trying to build something special in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Here's a give to Washington. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
On the run, it's Washington. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Williams to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Williams finds the tight end, and he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
Wide receiver going in motion. Williams from the gun on third down. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless.
Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people.
Going to take a shot. Hauls in the deep ball. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That's caught. It's Davis. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He wants to change this route.
Booster!
Throwing, Williams. He'll pull it down. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Williams looking for a man. He's got him in the flat. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Williams. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
What a grab with one hand. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Huskies. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running inside, it's Bishop. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Hunt is on its way. They'll field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Williams to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Upstairs he's got it. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Davis. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Vols in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. 2nd and goal again. Looking to fire. Max looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. You guys have to be alert.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And tackled there by the defense. Oh, you want to talk about catch radius, the big soft hands, it's like throwing it into a giant pillow.
And it's so nice for the quarterback, Reese, to know he doesn't have to put that right on his face mask. He's got an athletic tight end with crazy eye-hand coordination that can make plays like that.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Washington. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time...
There's a crease, and he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
He might want another play. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Williams fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception.
He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vols! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Huskies want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Here's a little room there. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Williams on the play fake. Looking for a big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Handoff, Washington running left. It's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Finds Zach Grease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to...
Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. He'll try it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Bishop. Got enough for the first. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's Bishop. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They'll run it. It's Bishop. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Vols strike back with a touchdown.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well. Because you're right, you beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here's a give to Washington. Last play of the game, he's going to try to make it look a little closer. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that?